Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Addie and today we are back with another speed build. Today we are renovating the Munch house. So this is the house for the Munch family. They are a townie family that comes with the Get Together expansion pack. I don't know why I couldn't think of that in my brain for a minute there. And I actually despise their house. I find it extremely difficult to renovate. Solely because there's so many fucking hallways for no reason, and all the windows are really low, really low. And two of the kids share a room, which I'm not really sure why, because you make it one tile bigger and it's fine. Which I guess they're trying to have like a story of like, I don't know, but I don't know. I just really don't like this house and I hate renovating it. But I feel like it turned out okay, in the end. I do end up getting, so we end up changing this house, I guess not a lot, but it feels like a lot when you get rid of the hallways, because, like, why do they have so many hallways? My cat agrees. I don't know if you can hear him. And I apologize that I'm yawning. It's like 6 a.m. and I'm recording this the morning that you're gonna see it, because I apologize on behalf of my cat. They're not used to me doing this at 6 a.m. But I did not have enough time yesterday, and I want to get this up when it's supposed to. And then yeah, so we add in 2 bathrooms. I got rid of the original one because it was kind of not in a good place. So I got rid of the original one. We added in 2 different bathrooms. Simplified the floor plan because it needs it. And so we've got actually kind of 2 big bathrooms. And I actually really like how this house turned out. I think it's kind of cute. It might be a bit early in the video for a life update, but it's 6 a.m. and I am very tired. I think that I partially dislocated my hip yesterday because I can't move or walk on it without pain, which is super cool. We love that. Not really, but we can pretend. And so I think that happened yesterday, which is not ideal. But I've got lidocaine patches, so it's fine. We'll survive. I feel like I'm gonna go to work with my crutch and people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, what happened? And I'm gonna be like, it's fine, I just dislocated my hip, it happens. And they're like, no, it doesn't just happen. And I'm like, it does just happen. Don't worry about it, like, it's fine. But yeah, so that is the most fascinating thing that's happened to me. But yeah, so we are in the living room, and the living room is so massive. I understand why they had walls to break it up, but the walls just... having walls kind of just made it worse, I think, because like, what are you supposed to put in the hallway, you know? So I am glad that I took out the hallways, because why did they have so many hallways? Like, to be honest, they had one from the front door to the bedrooms. They had one from the bedrooms that like continued to the archway that I have. And then there was another hallway that went from the bathroom or from the bedroom to the kitchen. And I went all the way to the end of the space. Like, it doesn't mean that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really understand their thought process when they built this house, but that's okay. We are getting a bathroom. I am not a huge fan of any of the stuff that comes with get together for bathrooms. I think that it's just bad. But that's okay. We don't really need to. It's not my house. I don't need to like it. And then we do have we're moving on to the bedrooms now. This one I'm pretty sure I make into like the kids' room. I know it like originally it was supposed to be for the older brother, but the oldest brother, but I don't know. I feel like I don't particularly like that, because I would want to give him a big bed, like the double bed, and it just wouldn't fit partially, and yeah, so I did switch their rooms. So this green one is the older brother's room, and then we've got the other kids' room, the emo kids' room, and I kind of like this layout better for this house because it's, I don't know, I feel like the middle brother would want to be with the older brother more than the younger brother, so I feel like having their rooms next to each other kind of makes sense. I don't appreciate how the rug goes under the one that I put under the fireplace, but it's fine. And then so I have in his room, I think he's supposed to be like going to college, or I don't know. I think he's supposed to be like an English major kind of guy. And so I tried to put a lot of books and stuff in his room. And then I also feel like he would probably be kind of into the history of Windenburg, so I put some of the like black and white photos on his wall. And then this is for the middle brother, and his room is kind of small for all the things that I wanted to give him. I wanted him to have a double bed. I wanted him to have like the DJ booth and stuff. But we have that, and then I decided to kind of squish the DJ booth in there. So you should be able to use it, but it's just not like facing out, it's facing the wall, because like in my head you would want to practice, and so it's not really like for parties and stuff. I don't know if you can move it like into your Sims inventory. That one in particular, I don't think you can move the other ones. And then we are moving on to the kitchen, and the story behind the kitchen is that it was recently redone, so it's like completely renovated. It's super fancy, and then the rest of the house is just like normal. And so there's like these cute modern black windows, and and I don't know that I really decorated a whole lot, because I feel like this kitchen does not want to be hyperly cluttered, you know? And then this is the dining room, and I actually kind of like this room. I think that that window, like the fake bay window, is one of my favorite windows in the game. It kind of gives some dimension to the wall. I feel like I wish this painting, I don't know why that was so difficult. I feel like that painting should have come with a non-burnt swatch. I understand why they didn't do that, but I do wish that they had done that because it would have made it better and easier to use. I think that's like the second time that I've used that in the entire time that we've had it. It came in like a free event thing a little while ago, and I don't use it because it's burnt, and so like it's fine for like I built a house for my ghost sim the other day. Well, I posted it the other day, and last week, and I feel like it would have gone great in that, except I didn't really furnish that house because my sim is gonna live there, and she doesn't have a lot of money. Like, she has $0 at the moment, so we're not exactly like, she's not exactly like the richest person alive. So I was kind of having to figure out like, yeah, how I was gonna cut costs. So there's a lot of debug landscaping in that. And then we're moving on to the outside, and I decided that I wanted this house to have like a tiny porch in the front, and then a tiny like patio space in the back. And then we do end up moving the what do you call it? I guess it's like a shed. It's not, I make it into a shed. I make it much smaller than it originally is. And we like change it out and make it better. But this is like a shed, and there's like games and stuff in here. We'll fix that in a little bit, but and then we're getting a pool because pools technically were supposed to come with Get Together. And then they made them base game after that, like after it came out. So I feel like more of the houses in this world should have had pools, and they just don't. So I added one here, and it's kind of a smaller pool, but I don't think that that's a bad thing. Like, normally I would have it take up the whole backyard, and I just don't feel like that's appropriate for this house, you know? Yeah, and then we're fencing in the, the backyard. I did use a gate that was not for that fence, because the gate that is for that fence I didn't like. So I just opted to not. And then there's this thing, like this, they did like this path all the way around the house, and I feel like that is the least realistic thing about this entire place. I think my cat agrees. Anyway, so I got rid of that. And then I just had it end at the road because, like, why did it need to go around the whole build? And then we're getting some flower boxes. Oh, and a chimney, apparently. I forgot about that. I feel like the chimney actually is good because I was thinking how that wall is bland, and I was like, I don't think I changed that, but I do, so that's good. I don't know if this house is available on the gallery, because when I built this, I was having issues with my gallery, so I don't remember if I have gone back and put it up. But like this weekend, so I am planning on streaming starting tomorrow. I don't know how it'll go, but we're gonna kind of play. I'm gonna finally download the new expansion pack for The Sims, and we're just gonna kind of play it on stream and like have a good time. But at some point this weekend, hopefully I'll remember to go through and make sure that this is on the gallery. I have a lot going on right now, so I cannot guarantee that will happen, but we are kind of finishing up the outside like layout and stuff. I put a lot of these bushes around. I feel like this family probably does not want to spend a lot of time on landscaping, so there's a lot of they have a lot of like low maintenance landscaping and stuff, and just like a lot of the activities for the kid are just I guess the pool would be an activity for the kid, not just the kid, obviously. Oh, I do make it bigger. Okay, I forgot about that. But we've just got some lounge chairs and then a couple of tables. I feel like their mom probably really likes to host, so that's why she's got like a lot of space. I don't know that I personally would want to, but it's not my house. I don't have to like it. And then the last thing that we're doing is this like shed thing, because I like the concept. We've got like a woohoo closet and some games and stuff. I just don't like the execution. I feel like the execution is kind of bad, to be honest. Which granted, they didn't have a lot of the stuff that I'm using in here, but I don't know. I feel like even with like the original base game and Get Together, you can still make it kind of cool, and I don't know, it was just giving like edgy teenager, and that's fine, but I feel like, I don't know, I didn't really like it that much. I did put some like art on the wall, like I'm pretty sure that those are supposed to be like sidewalk art, you know, but I put that on the wall. I feel like if the kids are gonna have, I don't know, I feel like it kind of works. And then the last thing that we're doing is going through and getting some terrain paint. So like I said, I will try to remember to make sure that this is on the gallery. If you liked it, if you like this video, if you would like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye now.